Global warming. Yeah, right. The temperature's going down right now, and I'm supposed to believe that the Earth is getting warmer? You know, as far as I'm concerned, that so-called heat wave that we experienced this past summer was just a naturally occurring summer. Some years, summer's hotter. Some years, winter's colder. Some years, it's the other way around. It's called a naturally occurring cycle. It's also called seasons. These people in the global warming community, everybody who believes in global warming, want you to believe that the vehicles we drive are emitting a pollutant called carbon dioxide, or more commonly known as greenhouse gases. And simply driving around in your SUVs or whatever is causing the temperature to unnaturally go up and the sea levels to rise. Now, I'll admit that I was pretty much a C student in science, but I understand that when you inhale oxygen and it circulates through your body and into your lungs, what comes out when you exhale is a certain gas called carbon dioxide. So by your logic, global warming crew, we are killing the planet simply by breathing. Okay, are we all supposed to just hold our breath to save the planet? Or is Mr. Albert Arnold Gore Jr. planning on putting the entire human population on artificial respirators? Well, I'm sorry, Mr. Al Gore. I am not willing to walk around sounding like Darth Vader just to save the planet. No, Luke. I am saving your planet. Remember, folks, the global warming crew are the same friggin' bozos who tried to tell us all the way back in the early 1970s that we were heading for another ice age. On the credibility chain, I'd say they sit somewhere between PMSNBC and the boy who cried wolf. Besides, it is because of people like them, I believe, that the cost of energy is going up. You see, we have elected officials, including President Obama, who sympathize with the global warming community, which means they have the power to close down coal mines and other places if they believe these joints are polluting the atmosphere. Well, that's all well and good, but what in the hell do you intend on replacing it with? Solar panels and wind farms? Solar panels are pretty much useless on a cloudy or rainy day, or if you live somewhere maybe like Seattle or in Alaska during the winter time. Do you want to give one of those to Sarah Palin? Windmills eventually rust out. Plus, they're useless on a day without any wind. That, and I think I heard somewhere that they're hazardous to the bird population. So, besides, we don't need solar and wind energy. The technology is nowhere yet. It's absolutely nowhere right now. It's the same with vehicles. You show me how to get a fully loaded 747 passenger jet in the air without fossil fuel and oil, and I'll have this video removed in a heartbeat, but only if it's logical. We need fossil fuels to run our vehicles, or we aren't going anywhere. I don't think any of us realize how long it takes to travel Route 66 on a horse and buggy, or how long it takes to get to England in a rowboat. Little Jeff Foxworthy lingo there for you. Besides, you know how crazy the global warming crew is? These people want you to think that global warming killed the dinosaurs because of their farts. Yeah. Apparently the dinosaurs farted themselves to death. they burped and farted so much that all that greenhouse gas went into the atmosphere and caused global warming. So basically, I just farted some greenhouse gases. Yeah, and Glenn Beck's crazy. Yeah, sure. These people want you to think that global warming has something to do with shrinking penis sizes. What? Global... I mean, I've never been one to care about the size of my schlong, but... Really? Global warming is connected to small penis sizes? Cold weather is connected to small penis sizes, and every guy watching this video knows what I'm talking about. Your thing could be so long you pop a couple Viagra, you could joust with it. Little robot chicken lingo there for you. You go outside in the winter time, that thing becomes a turtle crawling back into his shell. It is even because of these jack-offs, I believe, that our gas prices are going up. Remember, President B.O. is an appeaser for environmentalist wackos. That means we have an out-of-control EPA who is making it next to impossible for us to drill for our natural resources, thus making us dependent on foreign oil. We, the people of America, are sitting on enough natural gas and oil to supply our country for centuries. All we need is to find a sensible way of getting it, i.e. the Keystone Pipeline. But no, we have to get that nasty, evil, Republican-created pollutant oil, which, by the way, it isn't, and cram into an electrical Chevy Volt, which, by the way, nobody is buying except for maybe Leonardo DiCaprio and Justine Bieber. No, we can't drill for our clean and natural resources. No, that would be too sensible. No, you have to use this car that only goes 40 miles to a charge and has a high chance of blowing up on you, as if somebody just dropped a lit match in the gas tank. Little Three Stooges lingo there for you. You can't go on vacation in a Chevy Volt. You'll spend at least 60 to 75% of the time just charging the damn thing, and by the third or fourth charge, your kids are going to be like, Daddy, let's just go back home. Well, at least my mom drives an '03 Cavalier. You know, no need to charge it, and on a full tank of gas, you can get from my home to Branson, Missouri, maybe go further, get from my home to Nashville, Tennessee. Still have enough gas left in the tank to find a diner and a hotel for some supper and to stay in for the night. In a Volt, your car will die out maybe 35 or so miles away from Springfield and God knows how far away from the nearest charge station. But we're saving the planet simply by manufacturing and driving these Volts, which come out of coal-powered plants. Oh yeah, you didn't know that, libs? Yeah, we are shutting down coal mines and domestic drilling and just to build electric cars in coal-powered factories. I'm guessing B.O. never watched Sesame Street. One of these things just doesn't belong here. Today's video is sponsored by the word hypocrisy. Speaking of which, you doofs think we're killing the planet by making paper out of trees? Okay, do you nuts realize that in order for B.O. to bail out all your precious green energy companies like Solyndra, he had to give the money either by cash or check, both of which are made out of paper, which comes from trees. And let's not forget all those picket signs you protesters make out of paper or cardboard and planks of wood. Yeah, wait a minute. I thought you guys were against the businesses of lumberjacking and paper making. Guess not. Oh, and while you guys are out picketing around, demanding an end to the SUVs and the fossil fuel-powered vehicles, Al Gore is increasing the size of his carbon footprint by flying all over the world on his own personal private jet to give speeches on global warming. Plus, he probably has one of the highest electricity bills in the world. Yeah, and while we're at it, Michelle Mabel Obama has to take her own 757 jet 4 hours before Barack with his 747 jet, the Air Force One, just to go on vacation. Imagine they've probably done that with God knows how many vacations those two have taken, on your dime, I should add. I'd say the size of their carbon footprints kills their credibility on the subject matter. Now, I know somebody out there is going to be like, Mr. Bates, everybody knows that scientists have discovered that global warming is occurring and it's all the fault of fuel and oil drilling, and it's the fault of the SUVs, and you evil conservatives with your lumberjacking and your drilling and your... Well, that's all fine and dandy, Mr. New Castrati, but a good portion of those scientists have come out and admitted that their findings are false, and that they've doctored up their reports. That and the global warming theory has pretty much been dead for 16 years, yet people are still rolling with it. Look, global warming crew, your precious little pipe dream about man killing the Earth God, Gaia, is dead. It has sunk into the bottom of the ocean along with the Titanic. So, all I got left to say to you guys is shut up and have a drink.